men have sex with women they don't like?
Hell yeah.
Look into that camera. Look into that camera and say
yeah.
it. Why? Why, Stefan?
Oh my
why?
God. But not only do men now let me
Hey everyone, thank you for stopping by our channel. My name is Jana Leigh. I watched this video earlier today and it had my blood boiling. I was listening to it on the way home from work and I was screaming in the car like I had to somebody had you just have to watch this with me. I don't know what to say right now, but you just have to see this. It is so infuriating if you're a woman listening to these men critique this video. So let's get started.
Again, not all men, but not only do men have sex with women they don't like, there are tons of men who have sex with women they're not even attracted to.
So
Why,
again, this is the man.
though? Why don't you have standards? Why don't you care who you are intimate with? Like, that can be dangerous nowadays. There's so many STDs and everything out there. Like, why? I can't, like, it makes my skin crawls just thinking about having, relations with somebody I don't like, am not attracted to. It makes my skin crawl. Like, why are men like this?
From Mars, women are from Venus thing, because speaking for the majority of women, I can't even fathom a man on top of me that I don't like, I'm not interested in, I'm not attracted to. Like,
yes.
Why would I do that? You all are totally their heads are exploding right now, Stefan. Their heads are exploding.
So now again, I'm one of those guys where I cannot sleep with someone I'm not attracted to. I'm very visual. I need that stimulation.
Thank
if that's
God, you
not
got some
there,
standards. Okay.
I can't do it.
Some.
I know dudes
that have none.
As long as you got legs and something in between, it's a wrap. Okay, and they will have sex out of the mere convenience
Just
of it in that moment.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
because again, it is simply a pleasurable physical experience. They're viewing.
But it has to be something more to it than that. I mean, I do understand what he's saying, but like, why don't you respect? I don't know. Maybe I'm just thinking men. I know when men and women see things differently. I understand that. But where is your self-respect? Especially when, okay, they do it, it's okay. But if a woman lets people, have relations with her indiscriminately, she doesn't care what they look like. She's slut shamed. She's shamed for that. But when men do it, it's okay. No, like this is still gross. It's still gross. If men or women do this, it is still gross.
That woman as a chance to get off. That's it. That's all it is. And so, yeah, and as far as not liking her, because the reality is that he only has to tolerate her for that moment in time. This is why he may have sex with you, but he won't be in a relationship with you.
He even pick up the phone the next day, baby.
He can't deal with you more than just that moment. But to engage physically, and again, in that physical moment, he doesn't have to worry about having talks with you and all this other stuff. So yeah, he can still enjoy you physically, but not care for you otherwise.
You ever did that before?
That's just lame to me. That is lame. That is so lame. Like, man, ladies, please have standards. Please respect yourself.
Disconnect, because women a lot of times mistake men wanting to sleep with them with men wanting to date them or court them. Or
yes, now I do agree with that. Because that is something that people in relationships do. They have sexual relationships with each other. So of course that can get a little bit confusing. Like, I don't even know why that's even an issue. But that's why if you don't like someone, they don't need to touch you. They don't get to touch you. If you don't see a future with that person, don't touch them. Like y'all shouldn't be having sexual relations. That's just how I feel.
Be in a relationship. And so I hear, shout out to Kevin Samuels, all right? Kevin said, one of the things that Kevin said.
Oh no, not him. Please, not him. Oh, so tired of hearing about that man.
Says often that I do agree with, though, is that you cannot count the number of men who have tried to holler at you or try to have sex with you as the number of men who are interested in getting into a relationship with you. And so I think a lot of times women are mistaking one for the other and thinking, well, men are interested in me. You know, I am a catch. Mm-hmm. And just because men are interested in sleeping with you does not mean that you are...
I just want to say this. What the fuck you notice, man? I've noticed as time has progressed, I think more people open up to Kevin Samuels' message. Which is what?
No.
Shut the fuck up and rate yourself properly.
No. He's still trash. He's still trash.
Self-awareness. That's that.
With the man who has, going back to like the 90-day rule thing and men trying to fit into women thinking that they're being in control and, you know, controlling how things are going, but men really having the big joker, like really, you know, pulling the trump card. But I was having a conversation with a man who talked about a woman who had like a 90-day rule and she had verbalized it. Big mistake. So she talked to him about it. You know, she's holding him to the standard.
Ain't no fucking big mistake. That is a big mistake. I hate that. That is a mistake. Wait, verbalizing it? Yeah. Hey, bro. What is the point of that? What's the point? Because if I'm a man, I know you're going to fuck me after 90 days. So what's the point? No, you're missing the point. If you're thinking something, you have this...
That's if you make it past 90 days. That's what these men are not understanding. The 90-day rule is to protect the woman and her body and to protect you. Like, this is to protect the woman and her body. She doesn't owe you anything. She is dating with a purpose. And if you are not in line with her purpose, she does not have to sleep with you.
Rule in your head, but you're not communicating to me. We're going on dates. You are lying to me. But that's the whole point, though. That's the point of the rule. It's so lying. He keeps doing what you want him to do so you can understand if he's worth, and you should realize that within 90 days. Well, when I learn her fucking plan, she's getting packed up. But she's not supposed to tell you, though.
But see, she's getting packed up. Then good. Then it's working. She's eliminating the people that are not wanting to take her seriously and not. If you are there, she's dating with a purpose. I do agree with that 90-day rule. Date with a purpose. And if the man does not want to wait those 90 days, he's out of there. Let him eliminate himself. Goodbye.
No, bro, I found out. Like, is that manipulation?
Don't owe you anything.
Bro, Steve Harvey gave y'all a manipulation tactic. Bro, just be clear.
That's not even manipulation.
Tell him.
This is where I got so frustrated. They are calling the 90-day rule manipulation. I don't owe women. You don't owe these men your body. You don't. You don't owe them anything. So what? They took you out on a date. They bought you some food. You think that your body is worth that? For them to turn around and dump you afterwards? No. Protect yourselves, lady. Protect yourselves. Have standards and have expectations.
Hey, I don't want to do anything for the first 90 days. I would probably say, why did you pick 90 days? That sounds pretty arbitrary. Is it based on evidence?
No, Uncle Steve.
Uncle Steve said so?
She can say a year. She can say 2 years. It's her body. You don't own it.
Steve Harvey said so.
But you're getting packed up. You listen to fucking Steve Harvey, so you're getting packed up. Right? No, but real shit though.
He did make
it.
It
can't be a random arbitrary number.
It's not. It's Steve Harvey's number.
Like no, but if like if I saw
3 months.
If I saw peer-reviewed art.
How is that just an arbitrary number? It doesn't matter. She can. It doesn't matter. This is her body. It is her body. Just because you give your body away freely doesn't mean everybody else does or should. Nobody should.
articles, and there was a lot of evidence, and it was like you could prove that.
Steve Harvey's number. He's the one who I'm dead ass. I'm not even joking.
Steve Harvey just had 90 days.
Yes, 3 months.
And all women are running with it.
There's a movie about it.
Okay, then I actually
that's
don't
what 90 Day Fiance.
But you gotta think. I'm not taking someone seriously who blindly takes Steve Harvey advice. But I had that happen to me one time. I was dating a girl, and she didn't tell me until like 5 dates in that she didn't want to do anything for 8 dates, and I felt like I was being lied to. Packed her ass up.
How are you being lied to? See, the manipulation with men is they're it's not a real manipulation. The game that men play, they think if they treat you to all of these dates, they get to have access to your body. And they don't want relationships. Now keep that in mind. They don't want relationships, usually. They just want access to your body whenever they want. But I bet you as soon as you start bringing up commitment, they're gone. Why should I go through that if that's not what I want? They're mad because women are starting to have expectations and standards and self-respect. They don't have to put up with this. This is ridiculous.
It's just just be clear. Just say I don't give a fuck. Just say for first 8 dates I don't want to do nothing.
What if on the eighth?
What does it matter?
Trying to be a little vulnerable.
That's her body. She don't have to tell you up front. That's her body. She ain't gotta tell you what she does with her body.
Just like I was gonna let you ride for 8 dates, and then after that I was gonna decide, and I decided to let you fuck.
I don't care.
So what would you do with that?
I'm not being lied to, bro.
And you're gonna be like,
nobody is lying to you. It's not a lie. You don't have access to my body whenever.
He literally told me, like, yeah, I just did what I had to do to get to the 90 days. Just basically to get her back for playing games with him, playing games with him. Like
and see, that's another thing. Yeah. So if you keep it to yourself, it doesn't matter because they're going to show their true colors regardless. So if you do tell them or don't tell them. But then there's also those guys who, like she just said, they will play along for 3 months and then they will get what they want and just dump you. But I have a feeling you can, if you talk to them and get to know them, you can weed them out too. You can weed them out because more than likely he's going to be dating other people in those 90 days, and you'll be able to tell. You'll be able to tell, which is nothing wrong with dating around, but you're not going to be sleeping with everybody, and me, no. But woman, use your own intuition. A woman knows when a guy is playing the field.
He did all of the right things. Told me this out of his mouth that he did all of the right things. Had these conversations.
Like, get out manipulated, bitch. No, dead ass. Get out manipulated.
That's the reason why you're not supposed to tell. Which the more and more I'm thinking about it, more and more
you don't have access to my body.
Like you not telling him that's what you're doing, knowing that you're doing. You imagine you want to fuck and you're like, Uncle Steve told me to hold on for 60 more days.
You know, long
hey, 90 that's days great. Yeah, 90 days is a long time. I ain't be honest. Hey, let's pause for a second. Amen. If you are taking her out on dates for 90 days, and you're not fucking.
Now, like, let's say once a week. Let's say
you're not dating her every day for 90 days. That's stupid. And most of y'all don't have the funds to be doing that anyway. So let's be honest with that. Even if you go out once a week, that's not, and it doesn't have to be a paid date. Y'all can go to the park, like go do free stuff. Go for a walk together, like do free stuff together. There's a lot of free stuff you can do together. It doesn't have to be a paid date, but the point is to get to know each other better before you move on to that intimate step. I feel sorry for young women these days having to put up with men like this. This is gross.
You're a busy guy once a week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
that's still 12
8,
weeks.
9, 10, 11, 12.
That's still
13 weeks.
No, that's crazy.
Think about 13 weeks. Average date $50. 13 times 50. $6 $650 in 3 months of your fucking time.
It's really just 3 months.
Y'all, $650, you think that's worth my body? And I women actually believe this stuff. That's the crazy part. There's some women out there who don't have the expectations or the self-respect, and they will fall for this okie doke, and men will dog them out and leave them. They're gonna be hurt and just do the same, rinse and repeat. Go do it all over again. Find somebody else, fall for the okie doke, get dumped, and the cycle. You have to, ladies, please respect yourself. Hold out. It's not, you're not gonna die. He's not gonna die. Hold out.
Because within that time as well, she probably wants me to also be loyal and not be talking to nobody else.
Absolutely not. What the hell?
Hey, I'm pretty sure she would. I'm pretty sure she would want me.
Bro,
that rule.
She can date other people and you can too, but you're not going to be sleeping with all of us. That's disgusting.
This is an absurd rule. It's a crazy rule.
I hate. You know what I realized? My pet peeves is
you're supposed to be out there finding the partner that's for you. That's what you're supposed to be out there doing. Like I can date around. You can too. There's nothing wrong with that.
It's fine if you just make it clear.
But it's not just. I don't even think it's that either, but it's not just the dates. It's how often we're talking, we're communicating. I'm investing a lot of time into this. And you don't tell me until day 89 that we're going to fuck? Just randomly out the blue.
Yeah, I would think that you either don't like me or there's something wrong with you.
Yeah, 90 days is, actually, that's true. Man, I don't know how y'all get roped up in that.
Yeah.
That's actually, the more I'm thinking, you're right. If I had to wait 90 days and you never even led, like I didn't get no hints at all that we were ever going to have sex within the 90 days, I would assume that we weren't fucking.
Sex is not the goal. That's the thing. When you're dating, when you're looking for a commitment, sex is not the goal. You're making it the goal. You're putting this, you're prioritizing it. For women, that is not the goal. We want a man who's right for us, who's compatible with us. And hopefully you want that too. Otherwise, why are you dating? Why are you dating? Why? This is crazy.
I'm definitely gay.
No, dead ass though. One time I didn't do nothing with a woman. I just didn't feel the need to. 4 dates in, I just didn't want to. And she asked me if I was gay. I'm like, no.
Are you gay?
No, I gotta fuck you right now to prove I'm not gay.
Take your pants off right now. I don't believe you. Yeah, are you gay? You gay? No. You gay?
Oh yeah, that's so crazy. She could say.
So, what is your advice for women who are watching for the red flags, asking the questions, like thinking that they're doing their due diligence, and then they're just dealing with like a fraud?
So I'm very skeptical of any situation that proclaims that this man just fooled you the entire time.
Facts.
I always say a lot of times women don't get played; they play themselves. All right.
Okay. You can't say that shit on a female podcast.
Hey. Because she definitely tried to lay this nigga up with some bullshit, and he was like, nah. Not for not. You getting fooled for 90 days while you trying to fool this nigga? That's crazy.
They see something. They pick up, and even if you can't say you saw something specific, they sense, yes, they felt like something's not right. But again, they try to ignore it. So to me, you've got to be strong as a woman in the sense of accepting your intuition. Stop denying.
Not only that, just have expectations. Have goals, have expectations for your partner. And if he doesn't meet those expectations, then get rid of him. Get rid of him within those 90 days. Why keep dating him if you don't see a future with him?
Stop running from it. And if you're spiritual, you gotta go to God and pray about the situation and asking God, not just looking for signs, hearing it in your spirit, like, this is what I need to do right now. Let someone talk enough, they're gonna expose themselves. You just have to know.
That's true.
Dead ass. What the fuck? Why the fuck is he dropping gems all of a sudden? Yo, you just let them talk.
Yeah, facts.
Yes. Keyword talk, not have sex, which y'all want to do. Get to know each other and talk. Not have sexual relations. So you're basically just contradicting yourselves.
Learn a lot about them. Facts.
And so that requires conversations, asking questions, diving deeper. Because it's very easy for people to either, when they give you a BS answer, you can sense it, or they just dance around the situation or dismiss it altogether. You know what I'm saying? So, and then there's just certain questions that men will and women will expose themselves on. Like if you ask a dude questions about handling finances in a relationship, he's very likely to tell you straight up what it is. So if you don't like the way that he does things, you don't have to keep guessing. You see what I'm saying? But you just have to have those conversations. But we tend, when I say we, society tends to be scared to dive deeper early on. It's like, well, I don't want to run this person away. Yeah, but it's like, yo, if they run away because you're diving deeper, they're not for you.
They're not for you.
It's a great.
No, I do believe that. I do believe that. If you start asking questions and he gets scared and run, he was trying to play you. He was trying to play. He wasn't serious. So let him go.